This is a DR chipper model C500-CHP, and I've had it for about 3 years, I guess, and just wanted to show you a few things about it. It's a heavy machine. It's got a 16.5 horsepower engine on it, and it does a pretty good job. However, it has some shortcomings I wanted to show you. Now, let me get up under here. And you see this plate right here. It's supposed to be welded right down along here, and the wood beats against this as the blade shears it off, and so this gets a pounding. And I have repaired it twice already, and now I'm going to have to do something a little more drastic. Part of the issue is this plate steel. It's like right here. It's just welded to this like 1/8 inch plate steel, and the steel's kind of brittle, so over time it fatigues, and as it's getting beat, and this comes off. Now, to be fair, let me get up here at the top and show you, I don't chip small stuff. I routinely chip. Okay, you see the size of the hole down there. It will chip, as the manual says, things that are 4.75 inches, and I routinely chip things that size. I use this mainly to make chips for my barn, so I chip pine trees, and so I'm using it at the limit of what it should be able to do. But like I said, I have fixed this. You can see my welding over here on the side, and granted, it's not the best welding in the world, but to me this is the Achilles heel of this machine. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this stuff off, and I'm going to put some angle iron on here, and I'm going to bring it down into this area. Might use these 2 bolts. Anyway, I'm going to brace this up, give it some more strength, and hopefully that's going to fix my problem. Alright, so I got the plate taken off, and you can see a little bit better what we're dealing with. So that plate, as you come around to the back, there's no support for it other than this thin plate. So to catch you up where we are, I have gotten this sort of bent back into place. This piece right here is still too high, but what I got to do is get this welded down first. So I've cut some angle iron. I beveled it up here at the top. That has to happen so the chute will fit down in there. I got to get that grease cleaned up before I weld this. Anyway, now there's some bending in here, so I've got to get this welded flat first, and then I'll come back and I'll bend this down to meet it and weld it in place. This side over here is in pretty good shape. It's a little better lined up. Okay, so I'm just going to get that welded up and I'll be back. Alright, so here it is welded up. I've got it painted. I actually wanted to show it to you before I painted it, and I forgot. I was trying to get the paint on there while it was still warm. It's actually kind of cold out here today. But I think this is going to take care of the problem, because now as the forces bang down on the top of this, rather than being able to twist it and peel it out, it's going to bang down on the bottom, transfer that load down to here. Now, I'm not an engineer, but this is all, I'm making all this up in my mind. But anyway, to me it looks like as you would beat down on this, it would transfer that down this way. Now, there's also some forces that are pulling it this way, because it's at an angle. So as it's beaten down, it's also prying it out some. So I'm counting on these welds to hold that in place. But I think that because these were holding, and they just would give way over time. So I'm going to give this a try. Hopefully this will fix it. If not, I may have to look at doing some bracing up, all the way up that way, so that it can't peel it outwardly. Alright, let me get it put back together. Alright, that's got it repaired. Hope this will hold up for some time. I think actually, I don't think it's going to fail again. I think this will completely take care of the problem. And to be fair to DR, if you were grinding up stuff that's probably, the size of your arm or something like that. I'm doing stuff, the size of my calf or something. It's 4.75 up to that, and then down to stuff that's like, you know, 1.5, 2 inches, something like that. And the smaller stuff goes through a whole lot easier. So, but you know, they do rate it to do something that size, and I'm not doing oak, I'm doing something soft like pine. So I do think this is an inherent weakness in this machine. But other than that, I've been really happy with it. Well, I hope this was interesting to you. Thank you for watching.